Yo, 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 what's up? This is John from JJ Innovation Girls in the Peach, capital of the state, baby. All right, boys and girls. A few things I want to tell you. I appreciate every single one of you. This weekend was a good weekend. Had a objective for the 86 Chevrolet pickup truck, two-wheel drive. Run into a little snag. So y'all guys want to stay tuned because I'm trying to get all the boxes and all the part numbers together so I can help somebody else that doesn't go into the same concept that I went into. Difference between 1.25" rotors and 1-inch rotors. So y'all stay tuned for that. But the next thing I want you to do is take a minute and pause. Go to Crisco's Body Shop, subscribe, and watch some of his videos, some of his content. Trying to get his channel to get up there. So he's a super good friend. All right, so now let's get to the 85 GT Mustang. That's what this video is about. That thing needs to leave. So this week is supposed to be very favorable and nice, clear skies, nice temperatures. Also, if you're in the area, call Sanders and get you hooked up. So now, let's go in here into the booth. I am going to, after this vehicle, I am going to take all my lights out, all my bulbs, clean them, get the booth coating off of them, buy me 5 gallons of bright white house paint, either get me a cheap sprayer from Harbor Freight or rent a sprayer. That's 1 million looms, but they a little dull because they got a little bit of booth coating on them. And I'm going to spray. I'm going to paint my whole booth. I'm going to paint it back bright white. All right, so now let's get on the Mustang. Yeah, Mustang. All right, so here it is. This right here is an 85 GT Coupe Pacer car. To what I've been told, if anybody knows anything different, please tell me. From 1979 to 1985, they only made 5,000 Pacer cars. And the Pacer car come with this weird 2-piece front bumper that's non-existent. This hood, 4-cylinder turbo, big old wing, and that godful blessed scoop over there, this fiberglass that covers up from here to here. Now, boys and girls, that don't look like no 4-cylinder turbo. No. Excuse all the chromeness, the polish. Not a real big fan on chrome, but this guy right here, he is. He's a chrome fanatic. So, I have washed this thing down. It's all Willwood brakes. I mean, it's all been painted underneath. Don't mind the little surface rust. It's Willwood brakes, all new. Everything underneath it's new. 5-speed manual, built rear end, mini tubs, roll cage, Dakota digital, that godforsaken huge vanilla ice whale tail wing. But the bumpers on this thing, we ain't even gonna get on those. Old 1984 brittle, godforsaken devil plastic. Now they do make a front nose for a regular GT, which is a 1-piece, but that's not what he wanted. That's what he got. I'm not happy with it. It is what it is. They're okay with it. They said maybe the good, the bad, and the ugly. Maybe somebody will start remaking these, and if they do, then we'll change it out. But that's the best we got. We ain't got nothing else. And the plastic, somebody's gonna say, "Well, why don't you scan it and do this and do that?" Well, what if a frog had wings? He wouldn't bump his ass when he hopped, neither, too, right? So it is what it is. But I will say a little bit about the client that owns this vehicle. This client here, I have known this person my entire life from a wee little lad. And I think a lot of this person. I really do. This guy right here, I'm not going to say his name. And if you know whose car this is, don't put his name in the comments because I don't tell my clients' business. Not my story to tell, but I can tell the car. Okay? I can tell the car. And when you say not your story to tell, nope. If somebody comes up to me in the supermarket or the Wally World or whatever and they say, "Hey, I heard that you got so-and-so's car or truck or motorcycle or something in your shop, you working on it?" I'm going, "No, can't say that I do." "Well, man, he told me at the barber shop you had his vehicle and you was working on it." If that's what he said, that's what he said. So do you have his vehicle or not? I don't know. Well, man, he told me. Well, if he told you, then that's whatever. I don't put my clients' names out there because they just let me release the car pictures and stuff. I don't put their name out there because that's their story to tell and that's their business. Now, if they comment on something, then that's their prerogative. But I do not tag customers. I do not let. That's their story. But that right there, it's so bright. Look, it's so bright. It's got me. I need shades. Look at that. That's just craziness. So what's the plan is? I washed it. I washed the booth out. Washed the booth. Washed the car. I'm gonna go back over and wash it again. I actually did scuff and clean, and you can see right here, right there, I missed a little bit. So I'm gonna go back over the car. I'm gonna take my daggone hay doos off. They are war slam out. They're soaking wet. They stay wet. My feet are like part amphibious. So this right here is a 302. I don't know nothing else about it. I know it's 302. I know it's got a fuel injection. I know it's rowdy. No, this is not a race car. This is a street car. So if you pull up on it, you better pack your lunch and a couple Red Bulls because you're going to need it because he's going to let this thing go like a daggone slingshot. And if this ain't nasty enough, he's got another one that's got twin turbos on it. You better stop playing, Jay. He's got another one that's got twin hair dryers on it. I mean, they big. They about the size of that right there. I mean, they monsters. So, but he says he don't get out there and show his tail. But I'm telling you, you pull up on him and vroom, 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 and he feel a little froggy, he might pull you about 3 car lengths. So, but anyways, the plan is this week, since the good Lord sent us some cool weather, mid 80s, low 60s, I am going to do my best to make this look my best. So I'm going to wipe it down, get it good and clean. Floor's dry, tape it to the floor. You notice I got the gunny wheels off. I'm going to get some Gorilla duct tape. Gorilla duct tape is your friend. I'm going to tape up all underneath there. I'm going to let the floor good and dry. I might even turn the heat on and cook the water out, tape it up, foam everything, back tape everything. I got to get the gas lid out. I'm going to pull the hood off. And the reason why I'm going to pull the hood off is just going to be easier if I pull the hood off and then I can tape up the engine bay and take that up and then I can set the hood over to the side. What I should have done, and I might do it anyway, I might put the wheels back on it and roll it back about another foot. But I don't think that'll give me enough room to put the hood in between the door so I can just paint it, because when I paint this car, I'm going to walk the whole panel from front to back. I'm going to start at the front and I'm gonna go to the back. I'm gonna walk. I'm gonna do the top, and I'm gonna walk the whole vehicle. And because this thing has a lot of pearl. I'm probably gonna use 95 reducer, even though it's 85 degrees, so it slows down. Everything will be, Jay, would you stop walking around that car? You done got me drunk and seasick and tired just to walking. So what I'm gonna do is this whole car will be sprayed with Luma 1.3 tip and 1.5. It will be all PPG. It'll be Vibrance clear. Probably going to put 5 coats. Probably going to put 5 coats of clear on it. And then let it set for a few days. And then maybe turn on the heat and then pull it out in the sun. Maybe next week will be pretty. Pull it out in the sun, let it bake a little bit, and then once it's good, and tell them to come get it, and then let them finish putting it back together, and then let it set for at least 100 days, 4 months. Let it do what it's going to do, and then come back and cut it. And I have to come right down the edge and put a satin stripe down. And since it's going to be satin, can't be cleared, so probably do that and then run the stripe down the side, and it'll be satin. The hood scoop satin, the window louvers are satin, the wings is satin, and there was 2 renderings, and I got combobbled on them. I thought the front spoiler at the bottom was supposed to be satin, but it's supposed to be body color. So like Crisco said this morning, made a mistake. So I'll have to redo that, and they won't get charged for that because that was error on my fault. Just, it is what it is. And then we'll go from there, and then get it a good clean bath, and then they're going to put all new dyno mat inside. They got all the interior, all that, all the glass. So they'll finish the rest of it at their shop, at their house, and then we'll be done with it. Got to make room. Reason why I'm been waiting on some cool weather. It's just been too hot with this thing being so much pearls and stuff. It's just been too hot to spray, and it's 105, 110 degrees. I mean, ain't no sense in doing anything. And then once this one's done and gone, my plan is to take the bed off the 70 C10 and start digging out that seam sealer, because it has to be somewhere the end of October. So we got to get on. Jay got to get on the ball. So, like I said, boys and girls, I appreciate you. Remember what I said? Hit the subscribe button. And life's too short. Life's too short to be worrying about the man up the road or the man down the road. Sweep off your own front porch without sweeping off anybody else's. Put God first. Let loose and drag. Peace, love, and chicken grease. I'm out.